Hello, class. On September 16th, which the day today is the 11th, so it'll be Wednesday, September 16th, will be Mexican Independence Day. So your next 3 art projects that most of you probably picked up yesterday, Thursday the 10th. So we're going to do, this is what your project's going to finish up looking like. There's that, and then your independent work will be this flag, the Mexican flag, and so here's how I colored it here, or I should say, my mom colored it, I believe. At least somebody in my house did. So there you go. So there's that. That's what that'll look like. You'll have 5 components to this project. You will have a red piece like this, and again, just like usual, some of you may have already had it cut out, especially with the detail cutting. So this is, I don't know if it looks blue or it's supposed to be purple. Anyway, and then you have this little hat, and then this is what everything's going to be glued to. So the first part of this, at the bottom, you'll cut out these. They are mixed up, so they're going to have to put them in order from 1 to 10. So just that's the math component of this project. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those out right now and be back in just a second. Okay, so let me show you what I'm doing here. You can see they're cut like this. You do not have to cut them in circles. There's little dotted lines. You can just cut squares so they can be straight across. So that's what your papers, I know that none of these were cut up, but these, like I said, these are straight line cuts. So they should be pretty easy for cutting practice for those who need work on that. Of course, I'm probably being a little bit dangerous the way I do it. It's probably best to make sure to hold it at the end and just cut straight over like that. Okay, and then of course those will be arranged on the paper, from 1 to 10. So you start with the 1 over here, obviously. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue those onto the paper. You can pause the video at this point, since that's what I'm going to do for the recording. Okay, so I got that part on there. You can see that. That's already done. And I went ahead and cut out this part. These are the easier parts. You don't have to show you how to cut those. But so before you glue this onto here, you'll want to glue on the parts here. So this is the first 2 parts I've cut already. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I do here. There's 2 different ways to cut these. The easiest, the less messy one is just, make sure you just cut along the lines like that. But I like to, let me see if I can show you here. Pull it back here. So I like to cut just this way. It's easier because it's all straight cuts. So you're just going to cut like this, and then just make a quick little cut like that, and then like here, and then straight across. Okay, and then you turn it, and you can cut like this. This makes a bigger mess. You're gonna have a lot more little pieces to pick up doing it this way than to cut it like, just going around. So again, you're just going to cut along the lines right there like that. And that just makes it easier because then you just there's no turning. And for those of you who have more trouble with turning the scissors when you're cutting it or the paper, this is an easier way to to do it. And I keep leaning forward, so it's harder for you to see what I'm doing here. But I like doing it this way. I mean, like I said, it makes more mess, but it makes for straighter, better cuts. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one up, and then I'm going to pause the video so you'll see an instant change. But yeah, and then I just have a funny little story while I might as well tell you that. Just right now, my lips are a little bit chapped, so I've got some chapstick over here. But I also have the glue here, and you know, if you look, you can see the chapstick and then the glue. Well, you know, I almost put the glue on my lips instead of the chapstick. That would have been for a sticky situation. All right, so let me go ahead and pause the video. We'll be back in just a second. Okay, as you can see, I got those all cut out. You can try to make sure they fit on there. Now this piece was a little long, so basically I had to have it all the way down here in order to make it fit. But this is where this one goes. So you can trim this up a little bit on the sides to make it go up a little higher. So I'll just put some right on that. And then that goes right there like that. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. Put that right on there. And then you have the big piece. And again, you can move it up and down to where it will fit across there. And obviously it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. It's just getting the idea of getting closer. So then we're going to right. Just put that there. Not too bad. All right. So there you have it. Looks pretty close to my original sample. And then don't forget, this is where you put your name on after, because you don't want to, you know, make the name too big and then you glue over it. So if your name gets big, you can just write on the right on the sombrero. So there you have it, the sombrero counting. And then that, once you get that finished and then finish this, you can just take an image of it or show it to me on whatever meetings, or like I said, take a picture is probably better. A picture and send it to me on Class Dojo is the better way to do it. That way there's an actual record in case I'm not recording at the time that you show me. But it's fine to show me here too, because then I'll just mark it right away. All right. If you do have any questions about this project, just let me know. And again, we'll just say Happy Mexican Independence Day.